Okay, so you're a new custom furniture builder, business owner, and you just sold your first table. Let me tell you what not to do during this process. Let's dive in. All right, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the podcast. I'm your host, Zach Vaught, and today's video is a pretty unique one. And I want to talk about this idea of you just sold your first table. What are the things that you need to make sure that you do, and what do you need to make sure that you do not do after you've sold this first table, okay? So this first table most likely came via friends or family. You probably didn't price it as good as you should have because you're just trying to get started. You're trying to pay for materials, cover your labor, and that's fine to get started. We'll eventually get to where we're pricing it more aggressively, pricing it to match the market. But I want to walk through what you should absolutely be doing with this first table, okay? So one of the biggest mistakes that I constantly see woodworkers and custom furniture makers making is that they are not focusing or thinking about the future. They're living in the here and now. And so what that means and what that ultimately translates to is that they get an order, they build it, and they ship it out the door, or they deliver it, or the customer comes and picks it up and they say, all right, see you later. And they never get one photo, they never get one video, they never get a review. They don't build for the future of what they're trying to ultimately pursue. Listen, people don't decide their futures. They decide their habits, and their habits decide their futures. It's one of the most powerful quotes I've ever heard. I try to live by it every single day, and I try to establish habits that are going to set me up for success in the future, right? And so in your woodworking or your custom furniture business, right out of the gate, you need to establish a few habits. Number one, the first habit that you need to establish is creating a story and getting content around every build. So every single build that you do, you need to highlight the customer, you need to highlight the product, and you need to spend some time developing the story. Hey, yeah, we spent 25 hours working on this. This was made with the wood from the farm, from our clients' grandparents used to own, or whatever, right? You need to tell the story. People love the story. They don't fall in love with just the product, but they fall in love with the story behind it. Right now, inside of the Woodworking Business Accelerator program, we have clients that are selling $8,000 to $10,000 to $12,000 to $15,000 tables using wood from their homes or from their farms or from a tree that fell down in their front yard, milling it, drying it, and converting that into a dining table. Why? Because it's the story that people love. It's the story that people are willing to spend a lot of money on. They could have bought just another table for $4,000 or $5,000, $3,000, $2,000, an incredible table, but they spent twice as much to go through this lengthy process because it matters to the customer that they're building the table out of the lumber that came from their yard or came from their farm or whatever that might be, right? And so storytelling really matters, okay? The second part on this, photography. Photography. Get photos, get video, get photos. I cannot tell you this enough. This is one of the things that I feel like I'm a broken record. I say it literally all the time. I'm constantly preaching it to our clients inside the Woodworking Business Accelerator program. The content that you get is going to live on forever. You build that table and then it goes to the customer's house. You're never going to see that table again, most likely. But if you get great videos, if you get great photos of that product, you might sell 100 other tables just like that one because you got great photos, because you got great video of it, right? And so if you want to be a great marketer, you need content in order to do that. You're not going to sell custom furniture standing in front of a camera and saying, hey, I sell custom furniture. You need to actually be able to demonstrate and show what is it that you build, what is it that you make. And the only way to do this, just so you know, in case you didn't know, is getting great content. You got to get great photos and great video. You don't need to have a fancy camera. You just need to have a phone. You just need to make sure that you're setting it up in a nice place. If this is your driveway or if it's your greenest spot in your yard, whatever you need to do the best you can with what you have. Most of my ads that performed well were of pictures or videos of tables inside of our shop with a dirty floor, dirty concrete floor, and all kinds of stuff in the background, right? So don't get hung up on, I don't have a perfect spot to take pictures. I don't have a perfect spot to stage it. Do the best you can with what you have where you are, okay? The next thing I'm going to say here is just don't skip the next steps you should be taking with marketing. So you got your first order, you built the table, you've gotten photos, now do something with them, okay? You need to be posting aggressively on Facebook Marketplace. You need to be posting aggressively in Facebook groups. You need to be posting all over your page and talking about how excited you are to be getting into this new business. And if anybody wants anything built, you'd love to get them a custom quote. you need to promote yourself. This is one of the things that a lot of guys struggle with. And to be quite honest, I struggled with too back in the day is feeling like, well, I don't want to be like over the top or braggadocious or just super loud. But here's the deal. Nobody is going to promote your business like you can. And if you don't promote it, nobody's going to. So you need to be proud of what you've done. That's awesome. And promote it loud. Shout it from the rooftops. Because if you do this, I know that you're thinking and you feel like, well, I just feel like I'm a broken record. I'm super braggadocious or I'm on everybody's nerves. But that's really not the case. 98% of people don't promote enough as opposed to promoting too much. Most people are on the other end of the spectrum where they do not talk about what they do enough. They don't talk about the products and services that they offer enough. And so with this, you need to be posting on Marketplace, posting on Instagram. You can even start running $5 a day boosted Marketplace ads, right? So if you create 3 or 4 different Marketplace posts and one of them takes off, you need to take that one and boost it. Put $5 a day behind it, right? And so that you're getting in front of more and more clients. And this is an easy way, guys, to start getting some traction if you're brand new, right? So if you just got that first sale, you just built that first item for friends or family, maybe you just did it for free and they just paid for materials. This is how you can start gaining traction. Get content. Get content. If I could grab your face through the screen and shake it, I'd tell you, get content of what you're building. Get 100 pictures from 1,000 different angles and get 10 different videos so that you have all kinds of stuff to work with, right? Make sure that you're getting plenty of content and then go be proactive with the content that you get in Facebook groups, Facebook Marketplace, Craigslist, on your personal page, on your business page, on your wife's personal page. Get your friends to like and share. Run giveaways where, hey, we're going to give away a custom table. If we can get 200 shares on this, we'll pick whoever shares it and it likes the page, right? And comments below. You should be doing everything within your power to get some traction, get some momentum. And the better content that you have, the easier it's going to be to get some traction. The last thing I'll say here, you can always improve photos and videos on the back end with editing softwares. You can upload this to Lightroom. You can throw it into Canva and brighten it or make shadows brighter or darker and make the photo look better. So don't be afraid to take the photo and then edit the photo on the back end. You can edit them in your iPhone. You can do all kinds of editing just inside of the iPhone alone, not even adding it to a software. So hopefully this video is helpful to you. If you're landing your first sale, you're getting your first couple pieces off the ground, you need to double down on content. You need to double down on posting that content. And if you find something that's gaining some traction organically, you need to find ways to boost it and push it more, right? And if you're really looking to scale, if you're really looking to grow, be sure to check out the Woodworking Business Accelerator program. I talk about it every single video briefly, but it is the main thing that we do to help guys scale to $20,000, $30,000, $40,000, $50,000 a month. We've got clients that are breaking sales records back to back to back to back to back. There's no reason that you couldn't be the next one. So if you are interested in really taking your woodworking, custom furniture, cabinetry business to the next level, be sure to check out that program. It's the third link in the description below. So with that being said, guys, hopefully this video is helpful to you. If it is, let me know in the comments. As always, if you have any other questions, let me know in the comments. I would love to connect with you personally there. And if you haven't subscribed yet, what are you doing with your life? The same way that you're not taking photos, you're not subscribing, and you should be. So with that being said, love and appreciate you, and I'll see you guys in the next one.